Hi all, welcome to another Scissors at Home video. In this video I will make macarons or small meringue cookies. These are not the filled version, these are just the macarons. And for this I'm going to use 2 egg whites, pinch of salt and a little splash of vinegar because I don't have a cream of tartar and vinegar does the same thing. You could also use lemon juice instead. And now I'm going to just wipe those egg whites until they are frothy. I start first on a bit lower speed and then I just whack it all up and leave it to mix. The entire mixing process will take about 2.5 to 3 minutes. During this time I'm going to prepare my sugar. So in my measure for 1/4 cup I'm going to add first one vanilla sugar and then the rest is going to be caster sugar. I'm using a bit fine grained but not powder form of sugar. And then when I have added the sugar I'm just going to let it mix until it forms stiff peaks. It was really looking stiffer and I decided to test to see if I got my stiff peaks. And as you can tell, I can move the whisk around and even shake it a bit and the peak will still keep its shape, it won't flop around a lot. So I've determined that this is stiff enough, and just in case I gave it a little bit more and then just straight turned it off. I could have, in the high side, left it some half a minute longer. I've decided to modify mine by adding my homemade berry sauce. I wasn't going to mix it all in, I'm just going to let it be a bit streaky, so just mix it a little bit so that it goes through all of the mess. And then after I have managed to win the war with my silicone piping bag. By the way, I hate silicone piping bags. In case I haven't told you, I hate silicone piping bags. I'm just going to use a little bit of meringue from the piping bag to stick my baking paper to my baking sheet, and now I'm going to pipe the little macarons. So I've decided to form them in such a way that I kind of like pull them all to the top, towards the top, so that they are not forming a ball but they're folding more from Christmas tree type of form, so that they are reminiscent of the Christmas trees. That's why I'm pulling them up a bit more, but you could, when you are piping, just keep your pipe bag all the way down to the sheet and then lift it in the end. For me, this was my desired form, so I have done it in this way. Done, I took out the lunch, the beautiful casserole that I was baking that day for us, out of the oven and put the macarons instead. I had also turned the oven off. Now, best idea is to turn it off when you have finished baking before you have put them in, but I didn't do that. And since my macarons were not completely dry when the oven has finished cooling down, I turned them on for half more hour on 100 degrees Celsius. And this is how they turned out. They have a slight green-blue tinge due to the berry sauce. And that's it. Thank you for watching and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.